Let me start with a small confession. For years, when I could not speak English, I thought the problem was me. I thought I was not smart enough. I thought I did not have the right teacher. I thought I needed to move to London, or New York, or Sydney, to some magical English-speaking city, and only then would I finally speak. But I was wrong, completely wrong. And today I am going to tell you the small, quiet secret that changed everything. I know why you clicked on this video. You clicked because deep inside, you have a feeling that something is missing in your English learning. You have watched hundreds of videos. You have downloaded dictionaries. You have memorized phrases. You have even paid for courses. And still, when a real English conversation begins, your voice does not come out. Your mind knows the answer, but your mouth freezes. And you go home at the end of the day and you say to yourself, why can I not just speak? That feeling, that quiet, painful, private feeling is the reason you are here. And today we solve it. But not with more grammar, not with more vocabulary, not with more listening. With something so small and so simple that most English teachers never talk about it. And yet it is the one habit that separates every fluent speaker in the world from every stuck learner. It is the habit that took me from silent to speaking to teaching. It is the habit that has changed the lives of thousands of learners quietly, in their own homes, without anybody noticing. And by the end of this video, it will be your habit too. There is a room in your home where you can speak fluent English, starting tonight. There is a kitchen where you already speak English. There is a mirror in your bathroom that is waiting to hear your voice in English. There is a walk to the shop where English can live inside your mouth. You do not need a partner. You do not need a teacher. You do not need to travel anywhere. You do not need to pay anyone. You just need one thing: the courage to speak English, alone, when no one is listening. That is what today's video is about. It is called self-talk, and it is, without exaggeration, the single most powerful English-speaking technique I have ever used. More powerful than a language school, more powerful than a private tutor, more powerful than any app, more powerful than living in an English-speaking country, because all those things depend on other people. Self-talk depends only on you, and you are with yourself 24 hours a day. I am going to show you exactly how to do it, not in theory, in real, practical, doable steps. I will take you through 5 moments of a normal day: morning, kitchen, mirror, walk, and bedtime. And in each moment, I will give you the exact English sentences to say out loud, the exact structure to follow, and the exact reason it works. By the end of this video, you will not just understand self-talk, you will have done it. You will have spoken more English in 90 minutes than most learners speak in a whole month. But before we start, I need to ask you something. Please, do not just watch this video. Do this video. When I say it with me, open your mouth, even in a whisper, even in a small voice. Because if you only watch, you will forget everything tomorrow. If you speak with me, even quietly, you will remember it forever. That is the difference between passive learning and active learning. And the whole promise of this video only works if you become an active learner today. Ready? Then let me tell you why self-talk works so beautifully before we do it. Because if you understand the why, you will never quit. And if you do not understand the why, you will quit on day 3 like most learners do. Why self-talk beats every other method. You have probably tried other methods, grammar books, vocabulary apps, watching Netflix, language exchange partners, YouTube lessons. All good, all useful, but none of them teach you the thing you actually want, which is to speak English in real time out of your own mouth without freezing. Here is why. Every other method is about input. You take English in, you read it, you hear it, you study it. But speaking is output. Speaking is English coming out of you. And output is a completely different skill from input. You can pour water into a bucket forever, but if the bucket has no tap, no water ever comes out. Most learners have full buckets. Their heads are packed with English words and grammar rules, but they have no tap, and that is why, when a real person asks a real question in English, they freeze, even though they know the answer inside. Self-talk installs the tap. When you speak English alone, out loud, several magical things happen at the same time. Let me tell you the 4 of them, so you know why this works. First, your mouth learns the shape of English. English uses your lips, your tongue, and your breath in ways that are different from your first language. If you never speak, your mouth never learns the shape. But when you speak alone, every day your mouth slowly changes. It becomes an English mouth, not by studying, by doing. Second, your brain builds a new road. Right now, when you want to say something in English, your brain has to think, first in your own language, then translate, then find the English word, then produce it. That takes 3 or 4 seconds every time. But when you speak English alone, over and over, your brain builds a direct road from thought to English without the translation step. That road is what people call fluency, and you build it only through speaking. Nothing else builds it. Third, you kill the fear. Most learners do not have a knowledge problem. They have a fear problem. They know enough English to speak, but they are afraid. Afraid of mistakes. Afraid of sounding silly. Afraid of the judgment of other people. But when you speak alone in your kitchen, or your bedroom, or your bathroom, there is no judgment. There is no fear. And every day you speak alone without fear. The fear becomes smaller until one day, when a real person is in front of you, the fear is so small it does not stop you anymore. Fourth, English becomes yours. This is the most beautiful part. When you speak English about your real life, your real morning, your real breakfast, your real worries, your real dreams, English stops being a subject you study. English becomes a language you live in. It becomes personal. It becomes home. And once English is home, you will never lose it. And there is a 5th reason which almost no one talks about, but it may be the most important of all. 5th, self-talk teaches you to enjoy your own company in English. Most learners are lonely in their English journey. They feel isolated. They feel like their English lives in a small, dark room, waiting for another person to come and turn on the light. But when you speak English alone, and you enjoy it, and you laugh, and you think, and you tell yourself small stories, English becomes your friend, not a subject, a friend, and a friend that you carry with you everywhere for the rest of your life. You will never be lonely again in English, because English will always be inside you, in your kitchen, in your mirror, on your walk, in your bed, ready to talk, ready to listen, ready to be there for you. That is what self-talk gives you, that no other method can. A lifelong companion in English that lives inside your own mouth. 5 reasons, 5 gifts, all from speaking alone in the small, quiet moments of your day. Now let me show you how to do it. In 5 real acts. Act 1. Morning self-talk. The morning is the most powerful self-talk moment of your whole day. Because in the morning, your brain is fresh. Your mind is quiet. Nobody is around. Your family is asleep, or you live alone. This is the perfect classroom. Here is what to do. As soon as you open your eyes, before you touch your phone, this is the important rule. Before you touch your phone, say 5 English sentences out loud, in your bed, not in your head, out loud. Let me give you the 5 sentences, and I want you to say them with me now, out loud, as if this is your morning. Ready? Sentence 1. Good morning. Today is a new day. Say it. Good morning. Today is a new day. Sentence 2. I feel, and here you fill in the blank. Feel your body right now. Are you tired? Are you rested? Are you a little cold? Are you calm? Say it. For example, I feel a little tired, but I am okay. Or I feel calm this morning. Say it with your real feeling. Say what is true. Sentence 3. Today I want to, and again, fill in the blank with something real. I want to finish my work. I want to call my mother. I want to be kind to myself. Say it. Today, I want to be productive and calm. Sentence 4. I am learning English, and today I will speak. Say it. I am learning English, and today I will speak. Sentence 5. I can do this. Say it 3 times, softly like a promise. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Beautiful. If you said those with me, you just did your first morning self-talk. 5 sentences, about 1 minute. And in that 1 minute, you did 3 things. You woke up your English mouth, you connected English to your real feelings, and you set an English intention for the whole day. That intention will follow you all day. You will notice English words on shop signs. You will feel braver when someone speaks English near you. All from 1 minute in bed. Now once you are out of bed, self-talk continues, quietly, in your bathroom, while you brush your teeth. Do not just brush. Look at yourself in the mirror, and talk to yourself in English, in your head, but also out loud when you can. What are you doing? Describe it. I am brushing my teeth. I am washing my face. The water is a little cold. My hair is a mess. I need to shave today. My eyes look tired. Small sentences. Present continuous. Describing the moment you are in. This is called narrating your life, and it is one of the fastest ways to fluency because you never run out of things to say. Your life keeps happening, and you keep describing it. Every action becomes a small English sentence. Every day you get free speaking practice, hidden inside things you already do. Try it now. Look at your hand. Say out loud, I am looking at my hand. My fingers are long. There is a small mark on my thumb. My nails need to be cut. 4 sentences in 10 seconds about a tiny thing. That is narration. That is self-talk. And you can do it all day about anything. Let me give you 5 morning things to narrate out loud. Say them with me. I am getting out of bed. Say it. I am getting out of bed. I am opening the curtain. The sky is gray. Say it. I am opening the curtain. The sky is gray. I am walking to the bathroom. The floor is cold. Say it. I am walking to the bathroom. The floor is cold. I am looking at myself in the mirror. I look sleepy. Say it. I am looking at myself in the mirror. I look sleepy. I am ready to start my day. Say it with a small smile. I am ready to start my day. 5 sentences. Real English. From your real morning, and nobody heard them but you. That is the power of self-talk. It is private. It is safe. It is free. And every day it makes you a little more fluent. Now, one more part of the morning question. This is a small trick, and I love it. Every morning, ask yourself one question, out loud in English. Any question, and then out loud answer it in 3 or 4 sentences. Let me give you 7 morning questions. 1 for each day of the week. Say them with me. Monday. What am I looking forward to this week? Say the question. Now answer it, out loud, in 3 sentences. For example, this week, I am looking forward to a quiet Saturday. I want to go to a small cafe near my house and read a book and drink hot coffee. It sounds simple, but it makes me happy. Tuesday. Who am I grateful for today? Answer it, out loud. Wednesday. What is one thing I want to do well today? Answer it. Thursday. What is on my mind right now? Answer it honestly. Friday. What am I proud of this week? Answer it warmly. Saturday. What is something small and beautiful I want to do today? Answer it. Sunday. How am I feeling about the week that just ended? Answer it. Gently. 7 questions. 7 mornings. 1 full week. And every morning, you get 1 to 2 minutes of real, personal, meaningful English coming out of your mouth. Try it tomorrow. It is a small habit that changes everything. Let me tell you why the morning is so uniquely powerful. One more time because I want you to feel it. In the morning, your mind is like a clean sheet of white paper. Nothing has been written on it yet. No stress from work. No worry from messages. No noise from other people. Whatever you say in that quiet moment becomes the first color on the paper, and the first color changes the whole picture. If your first sentence of the day is in English, then your day starts painted in English. Your mind carries that color quietly into every meeting, every conversation, every moment, and by evening, without noticing, you have thought in English many more times than usual, all because of 5 sentences in bed. Now, let me give you a small warning about the morning. There is one enemy of morning self-talk, and it is stronger than any other, your phone. The moment you pick up your phone, your morning ends. Your quiet mind fills up with messages, news, notifications, and other people's problems. Your English chance is gone. So I am going to ask you something difficult, but life-changing. For the next 7 days, do not touch your phone until you have said your 5 morning sentences, not even to check the time. Use a small clock, or your kettle, or the sunlight through your window. Anything but the phone. This one rule alone will change your English forever. Try it tomorrow. Just one day. See how it feels. Act 2. Self-talk in the kitchen. The kitchen is my favorite room for self-talk, because in the kitchen, you are always doing something. Making tea, cooking eggs, washing plates, cutting vegetables, and every small action is a small English sentence waiting to be spoken. Let me walk you through a small kitchen self-talk so you know how it feels. Imagine it is morning. You are in the kitchen. You are making a cup of tea. Follow me out loud, sentence by sentence. I am in the kitchen. Say it. I am in the kitchen. I am making a cup of tea. Say it. I am making a cup of tea. I am filling the kettle with water. Say it. I am filling the kettle with water. I am turning on the kettle. It takes about 2 minutes. Say it. I am turning on the kettle. It takes about 2 minutes. While I wait, I am taking out a cup. My favorite cup is the blue one, from my sister Emma. Say it. My favorite cup is the blue one, from my sister Emma. Now the water is boiling. I am pouring the water into the cup. It is very hot. Say it. I am pouring the water into the cup. It is very hot. I am adding a tea bag and a little sugar and a small drop of milk. Say it. I am adding a tea bag and a little sugar and a small drop of milk. I am stirring the tea and I am waiting. Say it. I am stirring the tea and I am waiting. Now the tea is ready. I am sitting at the kitchen table. I am taking the first small sip. It is warm and sweet and perfect. Say it. It is warm and sweet and perfect. Say it. It is warm and sweet and perfect. Do you see what just happened? In one small moment, you spoke about 15 English sentences, and you did not have to invent anything. You just described what was happening. The kitchen gave you the words. Now, here are some more kitchen self-talk topics. Try any of these whenever you are in the kitchen. Making breakfast. I am cracking an egg. I am adding a little salt. I am watching the egg cook. It smells wonderful. Washing dishes. I am washing this plate. The water is warm. There is a small piece of food stuck to it. I am scrubbing it gently. Cutting vegetables. I am cutting an onion. My eyes are watering. I do not like this part, but the soup will be delicious. Opening the fridge. I am looking inside the fridge. There is milk, cheese, and some apples. I need to buy bread tomorrow. Making a sandwich. I am putting cheese on the bread and a little butter and a tomato. This is my favorite lunch. You see, the kitchen is a classroom, and you probably spend 30 to 60 minutes in it every day. If you narrate even 5 minutes of that time in English, that is 35 minutes of speaking practice a week, 2.5 hours of speaking a month, 30 hours of speaking a year, hidden inside the meals you are already making. That is not a small thing. That is a language school, running silently inside your normal life. Now, one small tip for kitchen self-talk. Add feelings, not only facts. Instead of, I am making a sandwich, say, I am making a sandwich, and I am hungry. I cannot wait to eat this. Instead of, I am washing dishes, say, I am washing dishes. And honestly, I hate this part of the day, but I love how clean the kitchen looks after. The feelings make English come alive, and they train you to express real emotion in English, which is what real conversations need. Try this with me now. Say a sentence with fact and feeling. I am drinking my tea, and it makes me feel calm. Say it. I am drinking my tea, and it makes me feel calm. I am cooking dinner, and I am tired, but I am also proud. Say it. I am cooking dinner, and I am tired, but I am also proud. I am cleaning the kitchen, and honestly, I am talking to myself in English, and I feel like a language superhero. Say it and smile. I am cleaning the kitchen, and honestly, I am talking to myself in English, and I feel like a language superhero. Beautiful. That is real self-talk. Small facts, small fails, small humor. Real English from a real life. Now, here is a small tip that has helped thousands of learners. Give your kitchen a nickname in English. Something warm, something silly, something private. My English classroom, my 20-minute language school, my tea university. Whatever makes you smile. Because the moment you name your kitchen in English, the kitchen becomes an English place in your mind. And every time you walk in, your brain remembers, ah, this is where I speak English. That is a small psychological trick, but it is powerful. And one more thing about the kitchen. Do not wait for a perfect quiet moment. That moment will never come. Speak English in the middle of the noise, while the kettle is whistling, while the children are shouting, while the news is playing on the television. Real fluency is not built in silence. Real fluency is built in the messy, noisy middle of a normal life. So do not save your English for a quiet Sunday. Speak it on a busy Tuesday while dinner is cooking and everything is chaotic. That is where the real magic happens. Try this small game with me now. Imagine you are in the busiest kitchen in the world. Somebody just called your name. The oven is beeping. A cat is on the table. You have to speak English anyway. Say, out loud, 1 moment, please. I am in the middle of cooking. Say it. 1 moment, please. I am in the middle of cooking. Now, can somebody get the cat, please? Say it. Can somebody get the cat, please? Now, I need 2 more minutes, and then dinner is ready. Say it. I need 2 more minutes, and then dinner is ready. Small sentences. Real chaos. Real English. That is life fluency. Act 3. Self-talk in the mirror. Now we come to the most emotional kind of self-talk, and also the most transformative mirror self-talk. Stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and talk to the person you see in English, as if they were your best friend. This sounds strange the first time. Everyone feels silly on day 1, but by day 5, it feels natural. By day 30, it feels like the best 3 minutes of your day. Because mirror self-talk does something no other English practice can do. It teaches you to look yourself in the eye and speak with confidence. And once you can do that alone, doing it in front of another person is much easier. Here is how it works. Choose a topic, any small topic. and speak to yourself in the mirror for 2 to 3 minutes, not to the camera in your head, not to the wall, to your own eyes. Let me give you 3 levels of mirror self-talk so you can grow into this. Level 1. Describing yourself. This is the easiest and a great place to start. Look at yourself and describe what you see out loud. I am looking at myself. I have dark hair. It is a little messy today. My eyes are brown. There are small lines near my eyes when I smile. I am wearing a gray shirt. I look tired, but I look kind. Say those things about yourself now with me. Look at your own eyes. Describe what you see. Do it for 1 minute. If you did this, even in a small voice, congratulations. You just did something 99% of English learners never do, and it is one of the reasons they never speak. Level 2. Talking about your day. Once you can describe yourself, use the mirror to talk about your day, out loud, to yourself. Today has been a busy day. I woke up early. I had breakfast with my son George. Then I worked for 4 hours. In the afternoon, I went for a walk in the park. I saw a small dog with its owner. It was a happy dog. Then I came home, made dinner, and now I am here, talking to myself in English, and I feel good about it. Say a small version about your own real day with me. Look at yourself in the imaginary mirror in front of you and say 5 sentences about today. Take 20 seconds. Speak. Beautiful. Feel that. Feel how personal it is. That is because you are talking to a real person, the most important person in your English life, yourself. Talking to yourself with kindness. This is the deepest level, and it changes not just your English, but your whole confidence. Look at yourself in the mirror and say kind, warm sentences to yourself in English. Let me give you the sentences. Say every single one, out loud, looking into your own eyes. Please do not skip. This is the most powerful minute of the whole video. You are doing well. Say it to yourself. You are doing well. You are trying every day, and that matters. Say it. You are trying every day, and that matters. Your English is growing, even when you cannot feel it. Say it. Your English is growing, even when you cannot feel it. You are brave for learning a new language. Say it. You are brave for learning a new language. You are not alone. Millions of people are on the same journey. Say it. You are not alone. Millions of people are on the same journey. I am proud of you. Say it. I am proud of you. If you said those to yourself in the mirror and you felt something, a small tightness in your chest, or a small tear in your eye, or a small warmth, that is real. That is what happens when you speak kind English to yourself for the first time. Most people never do this, in any language, and when you do, something inside you shifts. English stops being a subject. English becomes love. English becomes the language you use to be kind to yourself. And once that happens, English will never leave you. Please, please make this a habit. Once a day, once a week, whenever you can. Look at yourself in the mirror and speak kindness in English. It is free. It is private. It is life-changing. I want to share something honest with you about mirror self-talk before we move on. When I first tried this, Many years ago, I could not do it. I stood in front of my bathroom mirror in London, and I opened my mouth to say, "You are doing well," and nothing came out. I felt embarrassed, even though I was completely alone. And then I understood something important. The reason mirror self-talk is so hard is not because of the English. It is because most of us are not used to being kind to ourselves in any language. We are used to criticism. We are used to comparison. We are used to the small voice that says you are not good enough. So when we try to say something kind, it feels like a lie, like we do not deserve it, like we are pretending. But here is the beautiful part. If you keep saying it, even when it feels fake, one day it becomes real. One day you look at yourself and you say you are doing well, and you actually believe it. That is when everything changes. Not just your English, your whole life, because a person who can be kind to themselves in the mirror can be kind to themselves in any moment. And a kind person is a strong person, and a strong person can speak any language in any room, in front of anyone. So do not skip mirror self-talk, even if it feels silly, especially if it feels silly. That silly feeling is the door. Walk through it. On the other side is a version of you that speaks English with real confidence. Because that version of you that speaks English with real confidence. Because that version of you actually believes they deserve to. Act 4. Self-talk on a walk. Now we leave the house. We go outside. Because self-talk is not just for the mirror in the kitchen. Self-talk is also for the walking moments of your day. The walk to the shop, the walk to work, the walk in the park, the walk to the bus stop. Here is why walks are magical for self-talk. When you walk, your body is moving and your mouth is free. Nobody is watching. You can talk quietly or loudly or in a whisper. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Even if someone hears you, they will assume you are on a phone call, because millions of people walk and talk on phones today. Your quiet English self-talk looks exactly like a phone conversation. Let me give you the walking self-talk practice. Before you leave the house, decide on one topic. Just one. That is what you will talk about out loud during your walk. If you walk for 10 minutes, you will speak about that one topic for 10 minutes. Here are 10 good walking self-talk topics. Topic 1. Describe what you see around you. This building, that tree, this shop window, that person walking their dog, this bicycle chained to that pole. Slow, calm, present tense narration of the world you are moving through. Topic 2. Plan your week. What are you doing on Monday? What about Tuesday? What is your Saturday going to look like? Topic 3. Talk about a memory, something that happened last year, or something from your childhood. Just talk, out loud, remembering. Topic 4. Talk about a person you love, your mother, your best friend, your child. What do you love about them? What did they do this week? Topic 5. Talk about a problem, a small problem, something on your mind. Sometimes, saying a problem out loud, in English, helps you find the answer. Topic 6. Talk about a dream. What is one thing you want to do in the next 5 years? Describe it in detail. Where would you be? Who would be with you? Topic 7. Practice imaginary conversations. Imagine you are talking to a shopkeeper, a stranger, an old friend. Play both sides out loud. Topic 8. Describe your city. Talk about London or Manchester or wherever you are, as if you are showing it to a friend who has never been there. Where would you take them? What would they love? Topic 9. Complain gently. Yes, complain. Sometimes it is good to say things you do not like out loud in English. It builds emotional vocabulary. I do not like Mondays. I do not like when the bus is late. I do not like when it rains and I have no umbrella. Complaint English is real English. Topic 10. Talk about what makes you happy. Small things. A cup of coffee. A good song. A kind smile from a stranger. A quiet evening. Speak them one by one and feel your English grow warm. 10 topics, 10 walks, 2 full weeks of walking self-talk, and on the 3rd week start again from topic 1. Every week, your English gets stronger. Every week, your walks become richer, and you do not add 1 minute to your day because you were walking anyway. Now, one small trick for walking self-talk. Use small English filler phrases while you walk. Let me think. Actually, you know what anyway. So, the thing is, these small phrases give your brain time to find the next idea, and they make your English sound natural, not robotic. Practice them out loud. Say them right now. Let me think. Say it. Let me think. Actually, say it actually. You know what, say it. You know what. The thing is, say it. The thing is, sprinkle these into your walking self-talk. You will notice after a few weeks that they come out of your mouth without effort. That is fluency. That is what we are building. Let me walk with you right now, imaginary walk through a park in London, so you can hear what walking self-talk sounds like. Ready? Come with me. Okay, so I am walking through the park now. It is Tuesday afternoon, and it is a little cold, but not too bad. There is a light wind. Actually, the sky is quite beautiful. A pale, soft gray with small patches of blue. Let me think what else I can see. There is a couple on a bench, drinking coffee from paper cups, and an old man with a small brown dog. The dog is very interested in a leaf. It is funny. You know what? I love watching people in parks. There is something honest about it. Nobody is performing. Everybody is just being themselves quietly in the middle of a normal day. The thing is, if I had my phone in my hand, I would miss all of this. So today, I am glad I am walking without music, without headphones, just my own English voice inside my head, telling me what I see. This is a good walk, a small, simple, good walk. Did you hear that? About 1 minute. Real English. No script. Just narration mixed with feelings, mixed with small filler phrases. That is exactly what walking self-talk sounds like. And you can do this too, on any walk, anywhere, to any place. All you need is your feet, your eyes, and your English mouth. No app, no teacher, no permission. One more small thing. If you walk in a city where nobody speaks English, this is your secret superpower, because most people around you will not understand a single word you say, even if they hear you. That is a strange kind of freedom, and it is beautiful. Use it. Speak louder than you would at home. Try new sentences. Make small mistakes on purpose. The city is your English playground, and everyone else is just background. Enjoy it. Not many learners have this exact freedom, and if you do, do not waste it. Act 5. Bedtime Self-Talk. We close the day the way we opened it, with quiet English, in a soft voice before we sleep. Bedtime self-talk is beautiful because your brain, right before sleep, is in a special state. It is calm, it is open, and it is ready to save what you say. Anything you tell yourself right before sleep, your brain will hold on to more strongly. That is why bedtime self-talk is one of the most powerful times of the whole day. Here is what to do. Get into bed. Turn off your phone or put it far away. Close your eyes and speak out loud softly in English. 2 to 3 minutes, not more, because you want to sleep after. There are 3 things to include in Fugan bedtime self-talk. Let me walk you through them. Part 1. The 3 good things. This is a small, powerful practice. Say out loud 3 good things from today. Not big things. Small things. Today, I made a good cup of tea. Today, I walked past a beautiful garden. Today, I finished a task I had been putting off. Or, today, I called my brother Oliver. Today, I saw a beautiful sunset. Today, I laughed with a friend on the phone. 3 small things. Say them out loud in bed, because when you notice small good things, your day slowly becomes a good life. This is called gratitude, and doing it in English gives you a double gift, a warmer heart, and a stronger English mouth. Part 2. The kind sentence. Say 1 kind sentence to yourself, out loud in bed. I did my best today. Or, I was patient today. Or, I tried and that matters. Or, I am proud of the small progress I am making. Say it and mean it, even if today was hard. Even if you did not do everything you wanted to do. Say 1 kind sentence, because your inner voice becomes the voice you carry everywhere. If your inner voice is harsh, your life is harsh. If your inner voice is kind, life becomes softer. Make your inner voice and kind, life becomes softer. Make your inner voice in English a kind one. Part 3. The peaceful goodbye. Say a soft closing sentence out loud and then sleep. Good night, day. See you tomorrow. Or, I am ready to rest. Or tomorrow is a new day and I will speak English again. Or simply, good night, world. Say it and then close your eyes. And let sleep come. Let us do a small version right now, together. Imagine you are in bed. Your eyes are closed. Say with me softly, today I watched a long video about self-talk, and I spoke English out loud many times. Say it. Today, I watched a long video about self-talk, and I spoke English out loud many times. I am proud of myself for practicing. Say it. I am proud of myself for practicing. Tomorrow I will speak English again, quietly, in my kitchen, on my walk, in my mirror. Say it. Tomorrow I will speak English again, quietly, in my kitchen, on my walk, in my mirror. Good night, my English brain. Say it Warmly, good night, my English brain. Beautiful, that is bedtime self-talk. Peaceful, personal, powerful. And when you do it every night, your English does not stop when you sleep. It keeps growing, quietly, all through the night. Let me tell you something a little strange, but true. Many learners have told me that after a few weeks of bedtime self-talk, they started dreaming in English, small dreams, simple dreams, but English dreams. And when your dreams start happening in English, something has really changed, because dreams are the deepest part of your brain, and the deepest part of your brain has decided that English is now one of your languages, not a foreign language, not a foreign language, not a subject, one of your languages. That is the moment when the fight is over. English lives in you now, and it lives in you because you spoke it softly every night to yourself before sleep. Small habit, enormous result. Now, one small, honest note about bedtime. Some nights you will be too tired to do bedtime self-talk. That is okay. On those nights, just say one sentence. Today was good, and tomorrow I will speak more English. One sentence, 10 seconds, then sleep. Because one sentence is not zero. Zero breaks the habit, one keeps it alive. Never let a busy night steal your 7-day streak. Just make the night's practice smaller, but never zero. The 7-day self-talk challenge. Now, I want you to leave this video with a real, concrete plan. Not just ideas. A plan. Because ideas are cheap. Everyone has ideas. Plans are what change lives. Here it is. The 7-day self-talk challenge. 7 days. 5 self-talk moments a day. Each moment, 1 to 3 minutes. About 10 minutes of speaking English every day, spread through your normal life, and by the end of 7 days, you will feel like a different person. Not a small change, a real, felt, noticeable difference in how you carry English inside yourself. Day 1. Just do the morning self-talk, nothing else. 5 sentences in bed, before you touch your phone. That is it. Small first step. Do not try to do everything on day 1. Day 2. Add the kitchen self-talk. Do the morning practice. Then sometime during the day, narrate 2 minutes of what you are doing in the kitchen. Making tea, making a sandwich, washing dishes, anything. Day 3. Add mirror self-talk. Morning plus kitchen plus 1 minute in the mirror. Level 1. Just describe yourself. Nothing deep yet. Day 4. Add walking self-talk. Morning, kitchen mirror, and 1 walk. Pick any of the 10 topics. Speak for the length of the walk. 10 minutes or 5 or 2. Whatever your walk is. Day 5. Add bedtime self-talk. Now you have all 5 moments. Morning, kitchen, mirror, walk, bedtime. All 5 in one day. If you can only do a small version of each, that is fine. Small is enough. Day 6. Deep in the mirror. Today, try level 3 of mirror self-talk. Kind sentences to yourself. Say them now, out loud. Let yourself feel them. This is where the deeper change begins. Day 7. The reflection day. Today, do all 5 moments, and at bedtime, add 1 extra minute. In that minute, Talk to yourself about the last 7 days. What was easy? What was hard? What surprised you? What do you want to keep doing? Speak all of that out loud in English, in bed. 7 days. That is all I am asking. And when you finish the 7 days, I promise you 3 things. 1, you will have spoken more English in 1 week than in the last 6 months combined. 2, your fear of speaking will be smaller, not gone, but smaller. 3, you will know deep in your heart that you can speak English alone at home. And once you know that, nobody can take it from you. If 7 days feels big, do only 3 days. If 3 days feels big, do 1 day. If 1 day feels big, just do the morning practice tomorrow. 5 sentences in bed before your phone. Start there. Small starts win. Big starts die. Small starts win. Big starts die. That is the whole psychology of habit change in one sentence. Small starts win. Big starts die. Please, please remember it on the days when you feel weak or tired. Do a small version. Do a tiny version. Do a one-sentence version. But do something, because doing something is how you stay alive as a learner. Doing nothing is how you slowly stop being one. Now, let me answer some quiet questions you may be asking, because I know these questions live in the mind of every learner, and I want to speak to them honestly. The first question, but what if I sound silly? You will sound silly at first. Everyone does. In every language, even babies sound silly when they learn their first words, but nobody laughs at a baby. And nobody is laughing at you either, because nobody is listening. That is the whole point of self-talk. It is private. Even if you feel silly, only one person hears you, and you can be kind to yourself. Be a little silly on purpose in the first week. Laugh at yourself. Enjoy the mistakes. That is how you break the fear, not by trying to be perfect, by being brave enough to be imperfect, out loud, alone. The defecations out loud, alone. Second question, but how do I know if I am saying it right? For now, do not worry about right. Worry about flowing. If your English flows for 1 minute without stopping, you did it right, even if there were mistakes. Grammar accuracy comes later from listening and reading and time. Speaking flow comes first, and it only comes from speaking. Do not judge yourself as you speak, just speak. You can fix things later, or you can leave them. Either is fine. The third question, but my family will hear me and think I am strange. Maybe, and that is a small price to pay for fluency. But here is a small trick. Do your self-talk in places where they cannot hear. The bathroom with the water running. The kitchen when you are alone. On a walk outside. In your car with the doors closed. You will find the moments. Every home has quiet moments. Use them. And if a family member does notice, tell them the truth. I am practicing English. Most people, once they know, become supportive. Some might even join you. And the ones who tease you, do it anyway. Fluency is worth a little teasing. The fourth question. But what if I run out of things to say? You will not. Because your life keeps happening. Every moment of the day is new material. What you see, what you feel, what you eat, what you plan, what you remember. Your life is an endless source of English topics. If you truly get stuck, use the 7 daily questions I gave you earlier, or narrate what your hands are doing right now. There is always something to say. Silence and self-talk is not no ideas. It is not enough courage yet. That courage grows with practice. The 5th question. But how long until I see real change? I will not lie to you. Real change takes time. In 1 week, you will feel different. In 1 month, you will speak differently. In 3 months, other people will notice. In 1 year, you will not recognize the shy learner you are today. This is not a fast method. It is a real one. And real methods take time, but they never fail if you stay with them. Now, one final thing before I let you go. Let me tell you a small story, so you understand why I care about this so much. There was a young woman named Sarah in London who moved to the UK from another country when she was 20. She had studied English for years. She knew grammar, she knew vocabulary. She could read English newspapers, but she could not speak. Every time she tried, her mouth froze. She would go to a shop, want to ask a simple question, and instead of asking, she would just point at what she needed. She would smile, hand over her money, and leave with the coffee, or the bread, or the medicine, feeling ashamed of herself. She lived in an English-speaking country, surrounded by English, and she still could not speak. Every day, Sarah walked past the same red bus stop, past the same small park, past the same coffee shop with the friendly window. Every day she thought, today I will speak. And every day she went home silent. The English she needed was there, inside her head. She could hear it, she could see the sentences, but the road from her head to her mouth was closed, broken, frozen, and she did not know how to fix it. One night in November, it was raining, and Sarah walked into a small coffee shop in Camden. She wanted a cappuccino. She had said the word cappuccino in her head 1,000 times. But when the woman behind the counter smiled and said, "What can I get you, love?" Sarah froze. She could not speak. She stood there for maybe 5 seconds, which felt like 5 hours, and then she pointed at a coffee in the picture, paid, and left, without saying a single word. She came home, crying. She sat in her small flat in North London, still in her wet coat, and she was ready to give up on English forever. She was ready to book a flight home, but then she did something small. She stood up, took off her wet coat, made herself a cup of tea, and she stood in her kitchen, and she started to talk to herself, out loud, in English, about the tea, about the rain, about how sad she was. She said things like, "I do not know why this is so hard. Why can I say these words now, alone, but not in that shop? Why does my mouth work here and not there? What is wrong with me?" She spoke for maybe 10 minutes, alone in her small kitchen in London, crying softly and speaking English at the same time. The next morning she woke up and did dare it again, in the mirror, in the kitchen, on the walk to work. She did not tell anyone. It was her secret, her small, private habit, and she did it every day for 3 months. rain or sunshine, tired or rested, sad or happy. Every single day, at the end of 3 months on a small, ordinary Tuesday morning, she walked into that same coffee shop in Camden. It was still raining. The same woman was behind the counter, and Sarah said, in a small but clear voice, "Hi, can I get a small oat flat white? No sugar, please. And one of those almond croissants." The woman smiled and said, "Of course, love. That will be $5.90, please." Sarah paid, took her coffee, said thank you, have a lovely day, and walked out. And on her walk home, in the rain, in London, she started to cry again, but this time from joy, because she realized that all those years of studying had not fixed her English, but 3 months of talking to herself alone in her flat had. That was self-talk. That is what it does. That is why I am asking you to try it tonight, tomorrow morning, this week, because Sarah could have been anyone. Sarah could be you. Whether her name is Sarah or Emma or Alice or George, Oliver or James. Thousands of learners have found the same secret. The room where you learn to speak is not a classroom. It is your own kitchen, your own mirror, your own walk, your own bed. All the classrooms you need are already in your home. All the teachers you need are already inside you. You just have to open your mouth and speak. That is the whole video. That is the whole secret. And the beautiful thing is, it costs nothing. It needs no permission. And you can start it tonight, right now, in this very moment, before you even close this video. Now, before you close this video and go back to your day, I want you to do one small thing for me. Stand up wherever you are. Take a breath. Look at yourself in a real or imaginary mirror and say out loud, "I speak English alone, at home." Say it 3 times. I speak English alone, at home. I speak English alone, at home. I speak English alone, at home. That is your promise from today. And every time you keep that promise, every kitchen, every mirror, every walk, every bed, you become a little more fluent, a little more fluent, a little more free. My comment task for you: in the comments, write 1 sentence in English. Tell me, which of the 5 moments will you try first? Morning, kitchen, mirror, walk, or bed? Just write it. 1 sentence. Because when you write it, you commit to it. And I promise, I read the comments, every single one, and I will be quietly proud of you, whichever moment you choose. If this video helped you today, please give it a like. It truly helps this small channel grow. And subscribe to Bookish English and turn on the bell, because every week we do this work together. Speaking, listening, vocabulary, stories, all in easy English, all from the heart. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. This is a long video, and long videos are hard to finish, but you did. And that same energy, the energy of staying with something to the end, is exactly the energy you need for daily self-talk. Trust that energy. It is already inside you. Let me leave you with 3 small truths from my heart to yours. The first truth: you do not need permission to speak English. You do not need a teacher to say you are ready. You do not need to pass an exam first. You do not need to reach a certain level. You are ready right now, in this moment, exactly at your current level. Speak English to yourself. Nobody can stop you. And the moment you truly understand that, the moment you stop waiting for permission, everything begins to move. The second truth: speaking alone is not lonely. It is the most personal, warmest kind of practice there is, because you know yourself better than any teacher ever will. You know what you want to say. You know what you feel. You know your dreams. When you speak English about your own life, you are not talking to nobody. You are talking to the most important English student you will ever have, yourself. And that student deserves your best voice, your kindest words, your bravest sentences. Give them to yourself every day, in every quiet corner of your home. The third truth: you are not learning English for a school. You are not learning English for an exam. You are learning English for a life that is bigger, warmer, freer, and more connected than the one you have today. Every kitchen sentence, every mirror sentence, every walking sentence, every walking sentence, every bedtime sentence is one small step toward that bigger life. And one day, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year, maybe 2, you will find yourself in a real English moment, speaking without fear, and you will remember this video, and you will smile, because you will know that the bigger life started quietly in your own small home on the day you first said, "I speak English," to your own reflection. Remember, fluency is not built in classrooms. Fluency is built in kitchens, in mirrors, on quiet walks, in beds right before sleep, in all the small, private, honest moments when you choose to speak English to yourself, even when no one is listening. Especially when no one is listening, take care of yourself. Talk to yourself kindly, in English, every day. Be your own best teacher. Be your own best student. Be your own best friend. Be your own best friend. And I will see you very soon in the next lesson. Goodbye, my friend, and enjoy the quiet, beautiful sound of your own English voice tomorrow morning in bed before you touch your phone. That sound, small, brave, honest, and completely alone, is the sound of a fluent speaker being born. Nobody else will hear it, but you will. And that is all that matters.